Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie we're gonna fly to one of the first ships which has been added as part of a world update. It's the USS Alabama. Almost forgot the name, right? So it, I would say, is in the southern part of the US, pretty close to an airport, right? So if you want to depart, you can, let's say, depart from the airport which is over there. Not sure which airport it is, so I will look it up and I will add it to the description of this video so you don't have to figure out where it is. But of course you can also use the world map, because on the world map you can see the point of interest, and inside that point of interest, I would say, overview, you can find well, the USS Alabama. So really cool. So we're, I would say, decreasing our altitude, of course. So I'd say slowing down a bit, and we're moving to a different view, right? Because we probably want to have a look at using this view. So we're descending. We're already below 3,000 feet because I took a different route. To be honest, I would say I started airborne. In this case, I would say that resulted in that I needed to decrease my altitude from 10,000 feet because I was a little bit too high. So if you want to do it the easy way, right, if you want to, let's say, figure out where you are, you can always use the navigation map, like I do. As you can see, right, in the right corner you can see the purple or pink line, and that will show you in which direction you need to fly. So I'm flying as we speak to the USS Alabama. Unfortunately, I would say the direction is, I would say, harder to see when you're externally, right? So sometimes I use the internal view to go to the direction, and of course when from normal flights I'm always inside the aircraft. But for these kind of reviews it's always nice that you have the opportunity to go outside, because then you can also review and look around, right? Nice, the Cessna 172 using the G1000 NXI navigation system. So also definitely a recommendation if you've not tested it yet. It's a good one. Has a lot of additional options compared to the default G1000, which comes out of the box from Flight Simulator, and you can find it via the marketplace. It's currently in beta phase, right? So it's not completely finished, but it is already very usable, I would say, in these kind of scenarios. So let's have a look inside again. Need to make a small course correction, because as you can see we're a little bit too much to the right. And then we can go outside, because if you look closely you can already see the ship on the right side, right? You can see that it built up, so it, I would say, it started as almost an empty ship, and now it has been, I would say, populating itself with additional, I would say, components. So let's have a look first from this view, right? You can also see, I would say, a large aircraft below us. It's a nice one, and also it looks like an old, what is it? Submarine or something. So let's take another tour, right? So we're gonna, I would say, circle around, and then we're gonna have another view. By the way, looking at this looks a little bit weird, to be honest. If you look at this piece, it looks like a water bridge over the water, or there's something in between. But maybe that's normal, I don't know. Keep an eye on the engine speed, right? We don't want to go too slow. So we're gonna make a turn. Also keep an eye on the altitude, of course. So here we go again. for the next round. Increase the altitude a little bit more, right, so we can have a closer look. So this is the only point of interest which is, I would say, in this area, right? So there are not any additional point of interest. There's also something weird going on over there. It's the looks like there were cars driving through the water. So here we can see the ship, right? So pretty impressive. So let me take a different view. It's like this. You would expect that they almost, I would say, have borrowed it from the Pearl Harbor expansion, right? There's a Pearl Harbor community expansion which has a lot of, I would say, boats, ships. Taking another tour. Go. So it's really detailed, right? You can see all the handcrafted stuff because this is a point of interest which is handcrafted. It looks really impressive. So here ends this Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie we looked specifically at the USS Alabama, which is one of the first ships which has been added as a point of interest to Flight Simulator 2020 as part of World Update number 10. Hope you liked this video. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.